Well, hello people. I'm here on my own at the moment because nobody's joined in, but that doesn't worry me. What I am trying to do is look at it on my computer and see where I am. If you can just bear with me for a little moment. I've had a right game this morning. I mean, you can see this isn't even right now. I was going to go live on my Psychic Clairvoyant page. Oh, I got a viewer on Facebook. Obviously on Facebook. I was going to go live on my Psychic Clairvoyant page using my computer. My laptop is what I meant to say. But for some unaccountable reason, and I have no idea why, Facebook have changed things around on for me to use my laptop, and it means that I need to change something or other. So now I'm trying to have a wee look on my page on Facebook on my laptop, and I can't see this at all. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, there I am. I'm like an apparition, and it is dragging like mad, as I thought it would. Anyway, so listen, I've been meaning to do a live feed now, probably since January. And I've got a bit of dirt on the screen. Let me move that. And I just haven't got around to it. And you've heard me talk about round two it's before. You just get so much on and you never get a chance to do it. Now, let's take these off for a second. So if anybody writes anything now, I can't see. Hi, Carly. Glad to see you're with me because I nearly had a breakdown this morning. So I've been meaning to do a live feed since January, really. And this morning I got up. I had an absolute rubbish night's sleep. I'm not joking. I was going to do this live feed yesterday, but life got in the way. Which is incredible, isn't it? Because we're all on lockdown. How the hell does it get in the way? Hi, Kelly. Lovely seeing you. Hi, Karen McKay. Lovely seeing you. My singer. I love Karen. So yesterday I was going to do a live feed, but life got in the way and I never got to do it. So I thought, right, I'll do it tomorrow. That's today. So I had my normal day yesterday. Went to bed reasonably early, getting ready for today. And I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. And when I say I woke up, I mean wide awake. Let's get up, let's get dressed. You know, I could have gone shopping or whatever. So I lay there for a little bit hoping, hi Lenny, hoping that I would go back to sleep, and it wasn't going to happen. Do you know, there's quite a lot of people on Facebook at 2:30 in the morning. So if ever you can't sleep, just hop on. So I ended up staying awake till like 5:30 this morning, which should make me a full-on grumpy mare, to be fair with you. But I thought I must proceed. Hi, Jade. I thought I must proceed with doing this live feed because I'm in month 5 and I've been threatening to do this live feed since January. So I set up my laptop and you can't do it. My camera's no good on my laptop. They've changed it all. Facebook have changed it all. I went round and round in circles. I mean, I've been waiting to do this since 11:30 and it's what time now? It's 20 to 2 and I've only just got on, and that's because I've come on my phone. So now it's just a nice old rabble. I'm going to tell you about the dream I had last night before I woke up because it was really weird. And when I have dreams like this, I'm never quite sure. Hi, Lynn. I'm never quite sure if the person has passed. I'm never quite sure. And Jane, whether it's a message or not. But anyway, I dreamt I was with a really old boyfriend, and he is really old now. But I'm like going back to the 80s here. And his name was Chris. And in this dream, I suddenly found myself lying on a sofa with him to go to sleep. I was in my pyjamas as well. And but I'd got my shoes on. I mean, what all this relevance is, I have no idea. But anyway, I snuggled down, so he'd got his back against the back of the sofa. I was snuggled him to go into sleep, and I distinctly felt him kick my shoes off my feet, as much to say, like, you've got to stay here now. And so, hi, Debbie, darling. And Franda, I love your name. Am I always saying it wrong? And Ruby and Helen Webb and Gemma Curtis. Oh my God, it's a sign we're on lockdown. Everybody's joining me. I love it. So I'm snuggling down into this like a chest of this ex-boyfriend. I felt him kick my shoes off. Psychologically, I thought, oh, well, that's it now. I can't leave. But I thought to myself, well, why are we not in his bed? Why am I only allowed to be on the sofa? And obviously this is my brain working out from the 80s. What all that crap went on, I could tell you it all. He'd die if he heard it, mind, but I might tell you anyway. And while I was snuggled down into his chest, just about to go to sleep, he was snoring his head off, and this man was a snorer. Oh God, it was so loud, it was like an earthquake. This is why I'm single. This is why I don't sleep with men, because I can't bear the snoring. I can't bear them breathing, actually. And that is the condition. But anyway, so I'm all snuggled down, shoes off, and I hear the damn lounge door open, and do you know who it is? It's his new girlfriend. And I think, she's going to stab me in my back. Now, whether that was like a metaphor for what kind of happened with that relationship, because I did actually, it was horrible the way it ended, but we'd been out and we used to get so drunk. When you're in your 20s, then you get drunk, and you know, hi Jane, we all get drunk when we're that young. You've got to do it to know not to do it, really. And I'd got... Get a pillow to show them, like suffocate them. I'd gone home drunk and I'd gone to sleep. And the most horrible thing was that when I woke up, he wasn't there. So I got up to go and get a drink, because obviously we need 14 gallons of liquid at that point. And he was on the lounge floor with another girl. And it was quite obvious what had gone on. So that was the end of that then. And I am just that cut and dry. It was horrible. But that's how that ended. But anyway, I thought to myself, hi Joe, darling. I thought to myself when I woke up, God, I hope he hasn't died, you know, and sort of come to me and reminded me of that memory, because I have no reason to dream about this man whatsoever. But that is just hilarious on one hand, unless of course he's actually died. But anyway, listen. Honestly, I should have had some drink or something. I haven't. I'm just on orange squash. I should have had alcohol and I would have probably been less crazy. Now, I've had to obviously cancel all my appointments. I shut on March the 23rd. Horrendously, because March, April, May, June, booked up to my eyeballs for people. I'd got parties coming out my ears, which I was just so looking forward to. And because it's such an exciting job, isn't it? When I you know, for those of you that have been to me for readings, you'll know how exciting it is. This is the person you get when you come for a reading. A couple online have been for a reading, and so you've seen me. So you know what I'm like. Karen McKay saw me do a show, and it was great because we had a really good laugh. And she can sing. Really, the girl's got some pipes. So I've had to cancel all these things. So now, who knows when I can... Oh, thank you, Ruby. Who knows when I can... do you know what? Somebody online is doing it to me because I'm goosing. Anybody that's been for a reading knows if my arm gooses, I've got somebody here and I just don't know who it's for, but I'm goosing like an absolute biatch. Right, let me carry on and see who the heck it's for. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So when you come for a reading, this is the person you get. Now, I never knock other readers because it's not a fair thing. We all have our own way of doing it. And I am really quite blunt. I am blunt in life. And I am blunt when I read. I swear. I do try not to when I'm doing a live feed, because you never know who's watching. But when you're doing a one-to-one reading, if the person used to swear, then I will swear for them and with them. Hi, Liz. So, I've had to cancel all these appointments. Now I'm getting messages from clients that have booked and that want to book to say, do I do video readings? Yes, I do. And it would be just like this animated with this much energy. For those that want to wait, obviously, to come and have a face-to-face, that's fine. But what I'm saying is I'm taking bookings from Friday the 22nd of February. Here I go again. 22nd of May for those that would like to book a video reading with me. Now, what you're going to have to do at the end of this video, I'm obviously going to put my link on, because I don't know if I'm on Helena Stone or if I'm on the Psychic Clairvoyant here. So I'll put the link on, and I'll put a message thing on so that you can just click it and come to me. Sammy, hi, Beaut. And then we can arrange to do video links for you. Do you know, I saw a great thing on Facebook the other day. It was in the news. A restaurant in Amsterdam. Two actually. A restaurant, I'm sure it was in Amsterdam, has put little greenhouses outside and put a table in, so there's just two people that can get in it, so social distancing, keeping it there. And then another lady inside her restaurant has put transparent shower curtains between the tables, and I'm thinking, should I like get a transparent shower curtain, whack it round the table I work and make people sit in it, a little pod? I don't know. I mean, the process for when we start again. Oh, brilliant. I'm glad you saw it, Jane. I don't know if I'm dreaming half today. The process that we're going to have to go through when I can open again. Obviously, we're going to be, and you know how strict I am anyway, with, you know, shoes off, and Domestos hands is always at the door. I'll probably invest, and we'll have to get over the laughing of it, one of those full face masks, so that I can stand and read without spitting on you while I'm talking. And if you can just sit here and hold your breath for like 45 minutes while I read for you, we'll be able to get going back at my house. I shouldn't laugh, should I really? Do you know what? A little bit now, I'm going to say this, so everybody just hold on to your seats here. We're talking about the test, aren't we, for COVID, so we can all see where we are. And I keep saying the test is only as good on the day as was the AIDS test. The AIDS test was only good on the day as long as you didn't have unprotected sex again. So this test is only good on the day as long as you then mask up, gel up, don't go in anybody's face, don't go near anybody that's got it. Because it's been horrendous. And as with AIDS, they said, didn't they, in the news in the 80s, we'd all know somebody that had it, got it, died from it eventually. And I did. I was several people back then. And just like with COVID, I now know several people that have suffered terribly with it. And one person's actually passed with it, which is horrendous. But do you know, we've just got, I mean, we've come so far now. We've done 8 or 9 weeks. We've only got a little more time to go. That's the dogs barking. They're going to go mad. We've only got a little way to go now, I think. We're going to have the second wave, aren't we? And we'll have to get over that. And then hopefully by August, September, we can start having our lives back, because I've got a feeling that Christmas is going to be nice for everyone, and I think that's where we're all trying to get to, isn't it? Christmas. I know it seems a long way at the minute, but we've all got to aim for something. Now, while I was goosing, can anybody remember who had just come on when I started goosing? Because I didn't really set out to do any readings today, but the fact that I'm goosing up on my left side tells me I've got somebody here for somebody. And I hate playing pin the tail on the donkey. As you all know, I work with photographs. I'm a photographic reader. But I was chatting to some friends online the other day, new friends, and the poor girl, while I was chatting away, boom, in stepped this woman. So I had to tell her, do you know what? Is there somebody online at the moment that has an anniversary or a birthday this weekend today? Or is it the anniversary birthday of the person passed? That's what I'm going to ask. Because I think that's why they're stepping in. It's either your birthday, your anniversary, or their birthday, their anniversary. Could be their, you know, the anniversary of their passing is what I'm asking. So somebody's going to have to speak up before I start carrying on, because otherwise I'll just be babbling to you lot and you won't even, you know, click with who it is. And that's just so boring, isn't it, when that happens? My dad, but it's June. It was my mum. Woo! It's you, Joe Grace Cook. It's you. Because as soon as I just read your message, my arms are, I am crawling with bumps. I don't know whether you can see, but the hairs just stand right up. Right, listen to me. It was your mum's last week. That was her passing anniversary, was it? Last week. And is it her wedding anniversary this week? Mum's the 10th as well. Oh my God, you've all come on. I'm just going to be here all day. So listen to me then. I need to just get this out there because I think what's happening is, I've got to say to you, Joe, that I feel that your mum didn't say anything to anyone when she became ill. And it's almost like she needed to keep it quiet, because she's got a great calming influence. Wedding anniversary Friday, okay. This lady has a great calming influence, hi Julie, on you and on your life, because she's making me feel you lost your way somewhere and it all went up in the air, all went, expression, tits up. But she was there, always in the background for you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that she is supportive of you, but she would never tell you. She might suggest to you, but she would never tell you. And she always tried to guide you. Hi Debs, always tried to guide you very quietly, if you like, because at the end of the day, Joe, you're just not one for being told. I mean, that's the other thing. You've got a good old stubborn streak going on. Now, I need to say, she's flashing me a baby girl's dress. Now, this is quite important. I can't pick the meaning up of what she's doing, but she's shown me it's so pretty. It's like a proper old-fashioned, what I would call old-fashioned, little puff sleeves, lace, and, you laughing, little puff sleeves and lace, almost broderie anglaise, if you know what that is. And it's a little girl's dress. It's a child, a baby. 12, 18 months or something like that. Do you understand why she's showing me this dress for you? That's the only thing we live. You've got to type it out and I'm sitting here waiting for you to feed me. I hope you're typing, Joe Grace, because this dress, she's stopping me on it now. Also, does that mean that you've got a child's birthday coming up, or is this some kind of christening dress, or is it something you've hung on to? I can't pin down what it means. Oh, hang on, my elastic's in the way. I've got Grace's little dress hanging in my wardrobe, which my nan had for years, and I got it back when she died. Is this your mum's mum then? If it's your nan, that's incredible. Nice piece of evidence making me shudder as to why she's showing me this dress. Now listen, I just want to say there's a decision, she's making me feel there's a decision looming over your head. Now this is something that you've known about for a while, but you keep putting off. I don't know if it's like major important, but it's something that you need to deal with so that you can take your next step. And you just gotta, you've just got to sit down and get your head round this, because it's almost like whatever the decision is you've got to make, you don't want to face it. It's like when something comes in, good girl, I'm goosing all over for real. When this decision comes in your head, or this decision you've got to make comes to you, it's almost like you go, I can't deal with it. And yet it's not the greatest thing in the world for you to sort. It's just that you don't want to, basically. Oh my now listen, do you know what? That is the bloody easiest thing to sort, Joe. Seriously. I swear to God, if your mum was here, she'd have a pen and a pad. She'd be writing it all down, what you got coming in, what you got going out, what you got to sort. And she wants you to do that. It is literally, and I understand what you're saying about you don't want to do it, because when we have debt around us, it creates such a block in our head. It's almost, I swear, I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Oh, I'm so glad, Joe. It's almost like it's too big to face. But if I can persuade you somehow to just sit down with that pen and paper, write your ins, write your outs, it will actually, you will feel such a sense of relief from that, because then you can go, okay, now I know what I'm up against. Even if it means you've only got 10pence left at the end of the week, you'll actually know what you're up against. Now that is really important. Now, something about a bracelet here. Have you lost a bracelet? Did she give you a bracelet? Have you broke a bracelet? Where's the bracelet? Bracelet, Joe. This is still for you. Bracelet. What is she on about? Because she's making me do this, unless this is something that she used to do, or this is something you constantly do. So she's just, again, evidence. It's all evidence for me as to why she's saying this. Something to do with the bracelet. I do think it's yours. What's that say? You're so right. Thank you so much. This is going to make me sort it out. Excellent. That is what I want to hear. That's what your mum wants to hear. Now listen, the other thing I want to say to you, she's making me jip. When you smell her, and she had a distinctive smell, she's making me say, that said Grandad on it. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. Hi, Joe. Another Joanne. I had a bracelet that said Grandad on it, and she got it for me when he'd... Beautiful piece of evidence. When you smell your mom, and I need to say that she's giving me a distinctive smell, and I don't know what it is, okay? I don't know what the smell is. But she's saying, when you smell me, please know that I am there. Because I feel that you talk to her constantly, and she can hear. You've got to remember that. But sometimes you doubt. When you get this waft, and you go, Mom, sort of like that in your head, and then you doubt it. So can you not... doubt that? It's almost like she said, you know, words like before she left, I'm never going to leave you, or I'll always be with you, or something like that. It's a very comforting thing. She's making me feel really fucking emotional right now. Good. So don't doubt the fact that she is absolutely with you. Do get the pad and pen out. Okay, I'm going to leave that there with you, Joe. Otherwise, I'm going to be going on. Good girl. Right, who... I need to scoot back if that's a possibility. Hey, Susie. Susie Hawkins. We love Susie Hawkins. I just want to see, somebody else said... Debbie Cole. Debbie Cole. Oh, right. Now I know, Debbie Cole. Your nan's birthday, is it indeed? Did your nan like dancing? Because I want to know who... I've got an older lady here. You're very welcome, Jo. I've got an older lady here that likes dancing. And she danced. I mean, she danced on her own. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like her party piece, if you like. She was really quite a very funny lady. I'm looking at somebody that passed in their 80s. Can anybody grab this? I can't believe I'm live feeding with no photographs here and doing readings. Let me have a swig. Anybody? Old lady in her 80s. Loved dancing, would still get up and dance. I'm not talking about going to a dance. She'd do it in the dining room. She'd do it in the kitchen. She's a very funny character. Anybody with me out of these 15 people that can take this older lady. She's not very tall. In fact, she shrank. She's laughing because she shrank as she got older. And she's round. She's not fat. She's round. Do you know what I mean? Round. Anybody? Otherwise, I'm just going to have to leave her dangling there if nobody can take her. No? But if somebody pops up and says, yes, I'm still here. Any message for me, please? Not at the minute, darling. I'm just trying to sort out, unless you can take a lady in her 80s that shrank in her, before she passed. Light hair, not grey. Beige. And she's round. Right, while we're still just here, let me just say what I came on for. Not you, Debs. Sorry, babe. I don't know who it is then. If anybody can grab this woman, let me know. So listen, while we are in lockdown, I'm going to start doing My Great Nan Was a Funny Soul that did that. Is it you, Kaylee? Was 87? Kaylee, did your nan shrink considerably? She was a well woman into her 80s before she passed. And she would she showed me that if say she was watching a movie and a song came on that she loved, it would be an old song, she'd just get up and start dancing like a silly dance. And people would laugh, but she was really enjoying it. If you can take that, I can go with that. I tell you what, I want to be in Scotland. I don't say I want to live there, but there's a Scottish connection with this woman. Some reason, somehow, some connection to Scotland. Maybe it's where she used to go or something. Is that for you, Kaylee, or not? Okay. Oh, hi, Barry. Long time no seagull. So listen, what I want to say is, until somebody comes at me with that, she was short. Has she got a Scottish connection, Kaylee? I don't know if she's got relatives there, whether this is somewhere she used to like to go, whether it was somewhere she wanted to go, but she's bringing me Scotland. I don't know what part. Really, it's all the rolling hills and stuff. I used to go to Scotland. Oh, good. So she lived as... Well, I think I'm with you then. So, in that case, if I said to you, because she's now showing me a nice box of chocolates, is this the thing that would have... This was like her favourite present to give? Boxes of chocolates, or just chocolate in itself? You're not sure about Scotland? Can you take the boxes of chocolates, Kaylee? They're nice. Actually, she likes dark. She's giving me dark chocolate, especially as I can't eat it now, so I can taste it marvellously. Is that for you, do you think? Oh, see my lips then. I look like I've had them injected. Right, listen, while you're thinking about answering that, I'm going to start doing video readings. Otherwise, we're just going to get so backed up with appointments. It might be as late as July the 4th that I can actually open, and that's quite a way. It is Independence Day, the day I passed my driving test, first time I might add. So if it's going to be that late, did she? Are you the chocolate girl then, Kaylee? In that case, let me just say to you that she's thrown me several things here. I feel like I'm either knitting or crocheting. This could be you or her. But this woman is really, really dry and in sense of humour. And I need to tell you, she's not scared to say her piece. Hi, Victoria, darling. She's not scared to say her piece. And there is no holding it back, by the way. And I quite understand that, because as we get older, we just don't care. We just say it anyway. But I also want to say she's showing me a narrow part of a garden. This would be, I feel like it's the right hand side as you're looking outside, and I feel that this was the section with either actually they're roses because they're no higher than like say 3 feet, and I feel that that's her place. Now you haven't bought like a commemorative rose for her, have you? For when she passed, and so like this is Nan's rose, or was she gifted a rose bush that she used to love? But something with roses is connected with this lady. Do you understand that? Sounds familiar. Fantastic. I actually just think this lady doesn't actually have a message to bring, so to speak. You're very welcome. So to speak. She's literally going, Yahoo, I'm here. Just don't forget, I'm here. This is quite a self-sufficient lady, she feels. Hi, Vic. A very self-sufficient lady, so she'd be quite happy just to get on with her life. And I do feel the fact that you've just logged on to this is the reason she's stepping in to go, hi. Oh my God, that's why the rose is there. Scattered on, I love that. Oh, I love that. I'm loving the evidence today. I'll tell you why I'm loving the evidence today, because I haven't done any readings since March. And I'll tell you something really weird. If you look on my page, okay, I think I was just with the one nan though, and I'm going with the scattered on the roses nan, because the way she brought it to me. Oh yes, on my page, if you look back at some of my videos, you will find I did videos of orbs in my bedroom. Now, I read in my dining room, and my bedroom is directly above the dining room. And I'd seen somebody put a video on, just popped on, when you're just flicking through Facebook and, I don't know, a piece of news or something, an article, and it popped this orb. Videos of orbs, just like one or two, and I thought, wow, I wonder what it'll be like in my bedroom then, because this is an old house. So I got in bed, got my cuppa to the left, got my telly on with the volume down, fired the video up on my phone, and my eyes nearly popped out of my head. And if you find these videos on the Psychic Clairvoyant page, there was bloody hundreds zooming at me, zooming past, white lights coming across my bed, coming up my bed towards me. Now, perhaps a lesser person would have been terrified by this. Hi, Lisa, darling. Maybe a lesser person would have been terrified by this, but I love the weird and wonderful, and I was just like, oh my God, how about that? So I did 30-second bursts. I think it was 30 seconds. Yeah, I think it could have been a minute actually, but anyway. So then I stopped the video, had a drink of tea, whatever, did it again. There they were. So I did this for a few nights. I had to laugh there because some appeared to be coming out my wardrobe, doors. And let's face it, hi Zoe, darling, spirits can. So anyway, I had to stop reading. Hi Toby, darling. I had to stop reading in March because everybody was on shutdown, lockdown, let's all stay in our houses. So the other night, I thought, hi Hel, I thank you, darling. I thought I'm going to see the orbs, and I'll put an orb video on my page. Sat there, got my cup of tea, got the telly on, volume down, put my video on. Nothing at all. Not one single orb. And I thought to myself, do you know, when I'm reading, I mean, we do these things, but you'll hear psychics, clairvoyants, mediums, whatever you want to call us. Keep it clean. You'll hear them say, you've got to ground yourself, and then when you finish, you have to shut it all down. But we don't always. I certainly don't always. Sometimes I'm finishing a reading and I've got to shoot off somewhere. So I don't always. But I always cleanse the house. That's a whole new ballpark. So I kind of think maybe they hung around a bit, and that's why they were there in my bedroom. But none now. None at all. So I'm going to keep monitoring that to see if they... if anybody comes back. The first time I do a reading, I will do a video on the night to see if anybody there, to see if there's anybody there, is what I will do. Now, I'm going to start winding this up, but I don't know how long I've been yabbering for people. It doesn't say on my phone. My phone is attached to a candlestick held with an elastic band. That is technology. That is what I say. Yes, it's very important we all stay well. Now, I could do a million conversations on what I'm about to say. Hi, Sue, darling. Do you know, there was a lady, I don't know whether where you're all from, but on a Stourbridge Street Lifers a couple of weeks ago, have you all noticed how many times I've touched my face, by the way, while I'm doing this? And, you know, we do it about 48 times an hour without even knowing. So the fact I've just rubbed my nose that I thought I'd say it. And that's how the disease spreads. So there was a lady on Stourbridge Street Lifers the other week that was in an abusive relationship, and God love this girl. She wrote it on Stourbridge Street Lifers. She's locked in the bathroom for her own safety. She'd locked herself in the bathroom, and she wrote on Facebook what was going on, and everybody just rang the police trying to, you know, asking her where she was, and the girl was just bloody terrified. So, having been in a full-on abusive relationship a long time ago, I can appreciate what she felt. Upshot, police got there in a nano, guy taken away, girl safe. So for people that are trapped in an abusive relationship, being on lockdown is bloody gold dust for the abuser. And it's horrendous for the person being abused because they can't get away. I feel as well, you've got to remember I'm all about the universe, and if we ask the universe, it will give to us, and ask for abundance and it will be brought to us. I always say, be very careful what you're saying, you know, and you go, oh, I wish X, Y, Z. Be very careful because it might come to you. Now, I look at this period of time, and you can all join me looking if you want to, as a time to gather yourselves, to decide what you want in and out of your life, and to deal with that. Because we've just done 8 or 9 weeks locked in our own house. Now, for me, that is joy. I love people that, you know, when I see them, they come to me, and I love talking to you all, but I am a loner. And I could remain in this house for another 10 years. I haven't been out since 1998. Not really. So it's not a problem for me. But I do understand some people, it is a problem because they get lonely or they get frustrated. And this is where, thank God, we've got Facebook, because all they've got to do is hop on and join a conversation and try and talk to somebody. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am simplifying that to, you know, the minimum. But just to know that I'm here. And I'm on Facebook loads. I'm always skimming it because there's nothing on the telly. And there's only so much Sons of Anarchy you can watch. I've watched it all now. If you haven't watched Bad Blood, watch Bad Blood. It's got the guy, Kim Coates, out of Sons of Anarchy in it. And I tell you, I got a bit of a thing for him because he's weird. Hi, Justine. He's weird. I like Kim Coates. I like the character he plays. So listen, I don't think it's going to be too much longer. I think by Christmas, if we can get everybody to behave, you know, we might be able to get out. Now, I will endeavour, I said this last December, I'll do a live feed in January, and here we are, 5 months down the road. I will endeavour to do some live feeds for us all to break up the monotony. What I will have to do is give you a bit of forewarning, and what you'll have to do is upload a photograph, because you all know I'm photographic readers. I'm a photographic reader, and if I can have a photograph in front of me, I can go at it hell for leather, for want of a better expression. So what I'll do, if you check on my page, hey, and I'll tell you what else I'd like you to do as well, my lovelies. I know some of you have done it for me. Would you share my page amongst your friends and see if they can like it? I did this the other day. I wrote on about share my page, and I can quite understand. A business person came on and said it's not always a good thing because they don't need a dog walker in Los Angeles. And I can understand that. But shared locally in the West Midlands, it's a great thing. I haven't gone as far as Manchester yet. I've been asked to go. It's a bit of a jaunt. It would have to be an overnight stay. But I am international now. Ladies and gentlemen, I have read for people in America, South Africa. I've read people in France, places like that. It's quite good, isn't it? Oh, fabulous. Thank you, Justine. Just so that we can get more up. And if you check in on my page, I will try and set a date. Because, I mean, although I'm going to do paid video one-to-one readings from the 22nd of May, I think it might just be fun to do a bit of a live feed and do some freebies for you all. So all you've got to do is send me a photograph. You can upload photographs on here, can't you? Because I can, unless that's for me. Can somebody tell me while you're chatting to me on here, do you have a facility to send a photograph onto this feed? Or would you have to literally email it me? I've so enjoyed this. You bags. Oh, I love you, Karen. And we've still got to sing together. That's a thing. I've still got my karaoke in the wardrobe. I haven't even got it out. 3 mics, 1 stand, karaoke. I haven't even seen the light of day yet. I'm going to have to do it though, and we're going to have a sing song. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, darling. So somebody let me know if you can load photographs. Hi, Lisa, darling. Let me know if you can Lisa, was it with you? We were up till 3 o'clock this morning. I bet it was. Good. Yes, and I do. I'm really missing. I keep thinking, I ought to get my karaoke out. But my next door neighbours have got a little child. And you know how big my pipes are. And I'm thinking, I can't sing quiet. Who can sing quiet? Not me. Not when you want to whack out a bit of rock or something. That'll be great. I can't wait to do it. So, can anybody tell me how long I've been talking for? Because seriously, Helena has no filters. Helena has no time scale. You only got comments. Thanks, Lise. Right, in that case then, when I do a live feed for reading next time, I will announce it. And you are all, whoever wants a lucky dip, is going to have to put a photograph in messages for me. Thanks, Jessica. It is only comments then. You'll have to put your photograph in an email to me, 42 minutes. Dear God, man, it's like no time. And then I will pick a photograph and do some readings for you all. Even if it's only a little bitty 5 minutes, it's better than a poke in the eye, isn't it? You could post it on my page actually. Because if I do the live feed on my vid, I'll be able to see it on my page over there. It's really weird though, because I'm on a slight delayed reaction on my computer. I'm going to drive myself mad. So listen, darlings, if you want to paid one-to-one, we'll have to do it via PayPal. I'm booking from the 22nd of May. If y'all can wait till I can open and we can do a skin one-to-one, face-to-face, that's fine by me too. But I will let me see me licking my fingers now. Had COVID. Where are we now? We're Friday the 15th, aren't we? So if I say then, are we all about next Wednesday day or are we all working? I'll tell you what, we'll make it simple. Saturday the 23rd, it's in my diary, live feed. If I do a live feed to the same time again, was it 1 o'clock or something? 45, it wasn't, no, because it's bloody 20 past 2. So it must have been like 1. My babies are beautiful. My little Wawas. I've got the Merle underneath the table. Tilly, I can't leave you alone. Hi, Chris, darling. And Tiny Miney's on the windowsill waiting to kill anybody that walks up the drive. So if I say Saturday, the 23rd of May, that's next Saturday. Hi, Chris, honey, are you well? I hope so. At 1:30 for a live feed. Have any of you, because we're building up here, have any of you got a photograph now of somebody passed over that you can send to me in messages on my page? And if so, I'll do a couple now while I'm here because I'm crazy. That might be a nice idea. What do you think, people? Yes, somebody send me a photograph then. Where can you upload them to? Will it be in a message? I'm trying, my computer's so bloody slow. Oh, I thank you for remembering them. Honestly, my Wawas and my life. There used to be a guy in car auctions, I can't think of his name now. And he used to say, my cars are my life. And he was one of my friends. Changes may not be saved if I leave. I just want to go into my inbox. People, are you going to upload photographs onto my psychic clairvoyant page? Hi, Jenny. Are you actually going to put them on my actual page? Because I can always delete them later. What are we saying? A yay or a nay? I've got to tell you, this is a new phone I've got. And man, it is clear as a bell, isn't it? The picture is incredible. Nobody will like my phone. It's a Huawei. But it's a good phone. Once you can drive it, it's a good phone. Send pics in Messenger. Who wants to send me a picture then? And I will read now because I'm mad. If anybody wants to do it quick, tell me you're doing it so that I can wait. Oh, here's a picture. Oh, wow. Look at the legs on that lady. Let me blow that up. Darling. Okay. Do you know what? You're probably going to say it's your mum, but I've got to say that this has got a real sister feel to her. Hiya, Barry. Gorgeous, gorgeous Barry. He's gorgeous, Barry is. And a great sense of humour. Let me just go back a minute. So, Justine, you've sent me this photograph here. Let me just get back on. Are you there, Jess? Oh, thanks, Jan. Justine, this lady here that you've sent me. And Jessica, oh, we're going to go crazy now. And Chloe. I just... Oh, yes, Lise, right. This lady that's sitting here, she's on the floor. Thank you, Justine. And she's clearly... it's a beautiful pose, by the way. But I want to tell you, although I feel it could be a mother figure, she comes through as a sister figure. Do you understand that, please, Justine? Good. And the reason she's coming through for that is because this woman, she makes me feel that she was very good at giving advice to people. So she wouldn't come down on you as a mother figure. She would rather try and guide you in a way to get you to where she needed you to be. What I do want to say to you is gin and tonic. Now, I don't know if this is for you or if this is for this lady, but she's bringing me alcohol, which is very nice for because I've had nothing to eat. Do you understand the alcohol connection with this lady, Justine? This is the only thing when we do it live feed that we can't get instant answers. So she's bringing me a gin and tonic. Now, that could also be because it could be either a birthday or a celebration is in the offing for you. If you can understand that at all. Vodka. Is it vodka? Okay. I was pretty close with the taste or look. And can I ask, by the way, did this woman have a particular glass? Because I'm getting a beautiful cut glass. And that's quite important to her. Do you understand why she's got that? Okay. Now, this is what I want to say with this woman. Small dog. And I feel like it's a fluffy bulldog, like a poodle or something. Do you know, a little poodle? Yeah, dog she's bringing. Is this yours? Is it hers? Oh my God. Is it like... I feel like this dog died quite tragically for some reason. Do you understand that, Justine? As to why the dog passed quite tragically. Aha, okay then. This, oh, Pekingese, I love those. little smashed face dogs. In that case, then, this is a particular, I don't know whether it was her favourite or whatever, but this dog, when I say died tragically, either means passed before its time or just bing. Oh, God, he was run over. Okay, my accuracy sometimes freaks me out. Okay, that is absolutely tragic. Excellent piece of evidence, I will say. She's also shouting July at me. July for you, Justine. Births, deaths, marriages, anniversaries, relevant dates, something happening in July that is around you. Do you understand that? Hi, Andrew, darling. Do you understand July? For Justine, something going on in July. Okay. If I missed that. I've gone all quiet. Are you typing like a book or something, Justine? Hang on. Need to go back to work on my son's birthday. Okay, I'm going to go with your son's birthday because it's births, deaths, marriages, relevant dates. So I'm going to go with your son's birthday. Right, I'm going to wrap it up with you for Justine for that little reading. I hope you enjoyed it so that I can move on to my next photograph. Oh, this is turning out to be quite good fun, isn't it? Right, hang on a minute. And Lisa Wilkes. Lisa, am I with the blonde lady, darling? The older blonde lady here. You're very welcome, Justine. Am I with the older blonde lady on your photograph, Lisa, the one with white hair? Can I just tell you, she's humming. I can hear her humming or it's definitely humming, actually, like she did to herself. And she's actually making me rock. I don't know whether you can see this, but this is a rock of either contentment or something, a rock of to calm me down for her. I do want to say she's making me feel quite heady. It's almost like I wasn't quite right, but nobody can put their finger on what's actually wrong. And I don't know if this was symptomatic before this lady's passing. I mean, when I get this dizziness, it could be that she'd had a stroke or a small explosion, something going on in her head, or even, you know, down the dementia route. But I'm not quite right. Hang on, did she take lots of tablets? That could be a thing, you know, that... I nearly said the F word, ladies and gentlemen, with your head. If you take a lot of medication, that can really mess with your head. But this lady, what a level of contentment. I've got to say, I want to go back in time with this woman. She's going, when people say they had it hard, they haven't got a clue how hard it was. I had it so hard, you just wouldn't believe how hard I had it, if you understand all of that. And I want to feed you. I want to feed you like I've never fed you before. For this woman, food is love, I'm telling you. And she could just feed and feed everybody. Oh, Michelle, beauty girl. Feed you up, feed you up. It's so important. And that was one of her greatest things. And this is because when she was younger, she's made me feel like she didn't get that much. I don't know whether she was like the youngest of the family, youngest, oldest, I don't think there's much in between here, but it's always, she's making me feel like she always left herself till last and made sure everybody else was sorted. I just want to say very quickly, Lisa, she's showing me shoes. Now, I don't know if you're the shoe queen or if this means this woman only had one best pair of shoes that she never let go of. But did she have those shoes on in a coffin? Are these like her very best shoes? And that's why she's showing them to me. if anybody can tell me. Teresa, darling, it's always going to be okay for you. Just interjecting there. So can you tell me about the shoes, Lise? Okay. Fab. Let me just have, Lisa, can I just give you, you know those flowers? Tall green stems, white daisies, yellow centre. She wants me to give you these. Now, I don't know if this is what you bought for her or the only flower that she used to like. You don't know about the flowers or the shoes. It's time delay. Could be in Australia, Liz. Just want to know about those flowers. Because I'm going to pretty much try and take these photographs as they come in order. If you know what it means, let me know. Love flowers. Okay, that's the fellow then. That's the fellow. Fantastic. Right. Kaylee, is this woman that I was talking about earlier? If you're still with me, Kaylee. This lady that you're showing me in this photograph. Ah, in the garden. Okay. You're welcome, Teresa. Always, darling. Always. This lady with a little monkey. Is this your nan or your mum's nan, darling? You're very welcome. Very, very welcome, Lisa. I love that little monkey. They used to have those in Blackpool, you know. And you'd all go and queue up little monkey in a suit. They're so cute. Can you do me a reading, please? Did you send me a photograph, Chloe? Let me have a look. I've got Chris. Let me just jump onto Chris Winkley a minute here. This has to be your dad, surely, Chris. Are you with me? And that photograph just captures the very essence of this man. I want to say I've got a level of pride coming from this guy. Chris, if you're still with me, I hope. Otherwise, I'm going to be talking to myself. I've got a level of pride coming from this man. Karen, have you sent it me on Messenger, Cal? And he's permanently proud. What I do want to do... where did you send your... And you've sent one as well. Okay, at the minute on Messenger... Oh, you might be backed up. Hang on. Let me deal with Chris Winkley for a second. Because this man... This one is my dad's mom. Okay. Does she have a Scottish connection? Kaylee? Your dad's mom? Because there's like... I've got Scotland all around you for some reason. Whether it's you, whether it's them, your family, whatever. There's a Scottish connection. And I can't pin what it is other than hearing that come in. Is Chris Winkley still with me? Okay, let me just pop your photograph to one side a minute because I want to do Chris Winkley's photograph. He's screaming at me and I don't know where Chris Winkley is. If I lose Joanne there, let me see if I can find these other photographs. Karen McKay. I've got it now. I've got the photograph. Oh my goodness me. Now, Karen McKay, are you listening to me now with this gentleman's photograph? It's almost like this guy hides a billion things. And I'm looking at his eyes in particular because it's almost like he's a listener rather than a talker. And He loves to listen to what other people have got to say, but he's bringing me I can't stand idiots. I just can't stand them round me. Because he has a very low annoyance level for fools, if you understand that. That's what it is, Kaylee. Let me come back to you, babe, while I just do Karen. This guy has a low tolerance for fools. Now, I do want to say he brings me much struggle when he was younger. And this is a personal kind of struggle that he's bringing. It's almost like he wanted to do so much, but he was almost scared of stepping forward. I probably did, Jenny. Let me just do this one and I'll come to you. It's almost like he's scared of stepping forward and saying his piece. It's not a fear of ridicule or anything like that. Sorry, Chris. It's not a fear of being ridiculed, Karen. It's this, I feel like, I've got to tell you, I feel slightly displaced for this man. So if we were in a crowd of 20, he would just be standing on the outside, just on the outside of the circle, wants to be in with us, but can't quite get in with us. Do you understand that? I want to say, by the way, I feel like his hands are really soft. And that's quite important. And this motion that I'm doing, it seems to be relevant. Do you understand that, Karen? For this man? Does he have a nervous disposition? Is that why he's making me rub my fingers? Okay. Oh my word. Would you understand if he whispered really quietly, "I love you"? I can just really quietly hear, "I love you." It might not be directly for you. All right. Did he have problems communicating his feelings? Okay. Maybe that's why he's whispering it then. Maybe that was like a cryptic clue in the crossword. That he's saying something to me that wouldn't be what you hear. Because I can hear it. Just like that. "I love you." Ever so quiet. And I don't think he's meaning he's physically in love with you. He might be loving me for telling you. For telling you these things. What I do want to say is there's something wrong with my feet for this man. I've got a problem. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 feet, but there's something going on. I feel like I've got big feet, mind you, because Helena's only a size 3, but his feel like he's got big feet going on. And I hope that's not a euphemism. But I'd also like to go to Manchester. Do you understand Manchester for this man? I want to go up north a bit. It's almost like I might have popped up there for work or something. But Manchester way, up north, is important to me. Now, what I want to say with this gentleman, and I'm going to say gentleman, because I feel that that was his essence. I feel like he's really quite misunderstood in a lot of fucking ways. And I can't understand why, because he's such a nice guy. But it's almost like he can't... Liverpool. Okay. It's almost like I can't meet eye contact. I actually started looking away from the screen then. It's like I can't make eye contact with everybody. It's almost a protection kind of thing for me. And I need to say, I feel his passing is left field. Now, you've heard me say this when you've seen me do a show. And when it's left field, it was either unexpected or shouldn't have happened. Do you understand that for this guy? because it's like his death came out of the blue. Or it might be, actually, his death came out of the blue for everybody else, but, oh, fuck. Oh, there you go. Definitely out of the blue. Okay. I was going to say it might come out of the blue for everybody else, but he had some warning of it. So I don't know whether he had anything wrong with his heart in the first instance, but heart attack out the blue. Okay, perfect. Not, I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Perfect. Evidential wise, that's perfect. He wants me to clap for you. This clapping is for you. Now, I almost feel as he's goosing me, he's making me feel that you, and I don't know if this is your singing, to be fair, but he's making me feel that you did and you accomplished something that other people perhaps thought you wouldn't. Do you understand that? Did you learn a new something? He's making me feel like you learned a new something. Okay, Claire. Do you understand that? And he's like this. He's so chuffed for you. And he's almost laughing about you learning this something you said you would that other people perhaps thought you wouldn't. If you can grasp that. It's not cooking, is it? Because I've got cooking coming in my head. Ah. This is your man. Is this your man? So that sense of detachment that he brings, was he like that in life with everybody else? Slightly detached from everybody? Bless. Oh, bless. Oh, I'm so glad you sent me that photograph now, because it's been yonks since I've seen you and we never got a chance the last time. So I'm really pleased. I've got to say, I don't know what the fucking relevance of this is. No, friend. Yeah, shy. He's showing me baked beans or tins of beans. If you can understand what that means just before I wind it up with him. Tins of beans or baked beans. I don't know what that means. You're very welcome, my darling. Right, let me just have a quick looky. Who else has got a photograph here? Chris, are you still here? Chris Winkley. I'll tell you what, Caleb, the second photograph, the white-haired lady in the red coat, I'm absolutely certain that was the woman that I was speaking to earlier on your behalf. Is Chris still with us? Chris Winkley. Let me have a look. I've got 8 messages here. Chris Winkley, this was just in Fieldhouse. I can't scoot down. Bear with me, people, if you're just looking down my ear hole. Who said they'd sent me a photograph? I've done all those. Is it on my page? Chris! Okay, let me do this man then. And then we can start to wind this up. I love this man. This photograph that you sent me with his suit and everything. And he's smiling. He brings me this level of pride, and he was like this all the time. He was not in your face about it, but the pride is for you, and he's bringing that in. I almost feel that he was a real joker. Okay, Claire, I'll have a look in a minute. I feel like he was a bit of a joker. Now, whether it's because he could tell a really great yarn, and I do feel a bit of embellishment with that, but it's almost like people would love to hear the stories. Now, I don't know if I'm saying love to hear the stories or whether it's the same story that he would repeat over and over. Do you understand that, Chris? For this gentleman. And what is it about his teeth as well? He's bringing me his teeth. I don't know whether he had a problem with them. So we'll have a look for you. I don't know whether... cool. The teeth business. But in a way, he's making me feel... I feel like really quite upright. And this is quite important in my... When I say standing in the community, it's how people view him. He might have been a very different person to the way people... Is he a joker? I thought he was. He might have been a very different person to the way people thought about him. Because whilst he was a joker, he's got this look, and it is the look of death. And if he gave it you, he could shut you up in a nano. And even that... would make him laugh his brains out if he could, you know, give the look at somebody and then he'd start laughing again. Do you know what? I'm doing this with my hands. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to be like a tic-tac-toe man or something at the races. I am, Mandy, thank you. Because he's making me do this, or whether he's telling me literally to shut up because it could be the pitch of my voice that he's grinding his gears. Do you understand that? Have I got the same pitch of a voice as somebody that used false teeth? Mum put them in as he died. Oh, that's why he's telling me about his teeth. I love him. Do you understand this? Did he go to the races? The horse races? Or something, because I can't tic-tac-toe. I don't know how to do that. Or is it he's telling me to shut up because he likes his quiet times? Do you understand that? And I need to shout November at you as well, by the way, Chris. Whether that's November past or whether that's November coming. But there's or did he pass? In November, because November is relevant to you. Births, deaths, marriages, anniversaries for November. I'm just trying to look in my inbox. I hope you're typing, Chris. I feel like I'm in a pregnant pause on a date. No, he didn't. So I wonder what this is then. Did he have problems speaking before he passed? We called him Del Boy. Oh my God. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. That would be perfect. That would be perfect for that. That's hilarious. Del Boy. Oh my God. I've got an inbox full of photographs here. Just... He passed in May. Have you got any relevance to November? Births, deaths, marriages, anniversaries? Or did anything special happen for you last November or coming November? That I would hear November. I think that's Rebecca Harding's. Just waiting for that November and then I can move on a bit. While you're working that out, have I got Rebecca Harding still with me? Rebecca. He lost his ability to speak. Okay. That is another... That is... Okay, I understand that. If you can try and clock what November is. You might find out later. Chloe Daniels. Did you send me a picture of your granddad, Chloe? Let me have a look. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, and Rebecca's here as well. Right, Rebecca, just give me 2 minutes. Let me just... No, not in November that I can think of. Then something, you're going to hear something about November. So keep your ears and your eyes open for that. I just want to quickly go. Am I with Chloe? Just hang on 1 second. And then I'm going to come back to... Un momento, por favore. This is Chloe Daniels I'm with. And then I will go straight to Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca, are you the November? Fabulous. Thank you, Chris. Spread me round your friends like an old disease. Okay. Right, Chloe, you just stay there for 1 second while did I say I was with? Oh, no, I am with Chloe. I am with Chloe, with this gentleman. Now, see that little baby in his arms, darling? It's not you, is it? Is that your child in his arms? Is that where I am? Because this picture's quite relevant, Chloe. The baby in this gentleman's arms is quite relevant. I can actually see he wasn't a well man at this point, but I almost feel like I want to do some heavy duty labouring, and I think this guy is telling me that I can turn my hand to almost anything. And I also feel quite like a boss. Cool, Chris. I also feel quite like a boss. Now, I don't know whether that means I'm self-employed, Chloe, or whether he's actually a boss of other people. But this man has got a way about him that people would listen to him. Do you understand all that? It's your cousin in his arms. Okay. But this picture, is this one of the last photographs or something? Because he's bringing me, I'm doing this, but I don't feel like at my best. But it's like there was quite a lot of photographs taken towards the end. You know, some do, some don't. But he's quite happy that the photographs are taken for all the memories. Do you understand that? He's sort of, I want to say he's big on family, but I also feel he's big on his family. Now, I don't know whether he means like wife and children of his own, because this guy actually feels quite a loner. Do you understand all of this? Chloe, are you understanding this about this guy that I'm saying? Perfect. Right. Now, here's the thing I need to tell you. He's making me feel that he loved a big fat dinner. And this is really important to him because he can eat mountains. And what he's saying in that pissed him right off before he got worse with his illness is that he could no longer eat the food that he wanted. Do you understand that? And it's quite annoying. He can be quite mardy, you know. He could smell, say, for instance, he would smell the food and go, I don't care. Is how he would come over because he's very self-protecting. Do you understand all of this? Now, the other thing, listen, I just want to say, when this gentleman passed, did he manage to stay at home? Because he's bringing to me a need to be at home. Do you understand that? It's almost like, I don't know if like there's a clan of you or something. He's bringing me a very clan kind of feel. And we all need to be together. Do you understand that? Hang on, Jane. Do you understand the clan effect, Chloe, that he's bringing to me? And he's also, I also want to say January. I want to go to the very beginning of the year for you, Chloe, for whether it's to do with this man or whether it's to do with you. Births, deaths, marriages, anniversaries, when I get months thrown at me. But the beginning of the year, January, very important around you. Do you understand that? He's telling me about who keeps eating the spaghetti, by the way. Somebody's a pasta fiend that he's bringing to me. Something about the pasta. I don't know whether it was easier to eat. He loved a lamb dinner. Yes, he died at home just as he got into the ambulance. Can I just say to you, that is actually what he wanted. He wanted to stay at home. And I almost feel that the ambulance was a knee-jerk reaction by the family with him. Because I've got to say, this guy is not stupid. He's in touch with his emotions, although everybody doesn't think he is. I need to quickly burp. He's in touch with his emotions, though people don't think he is, because he doesn't say it. That's how he makes me feel. But this man knew he was going and he wanted to be at home. So everybody got it right for him. He got what he wanted, how to pass. He hates hospitals. I can't even begin to tell you. The thought of going into hospital is making me feel nauseous for him. So I'm going to leave you with that little bit of evidence. My cousin was born in January. Okay, thank you. I'm going to leave you that little bit of evidence because I want to just zip through these other people. But just know, darling, he hasn't left you. There's a longing from you for this man. And I feel the gap for you, and he feels the gap. So can you just know that, and I say this quite a lot to people, when you hear him talking in your head, can you know that he is with you actually, and you're not imagining it? And if you can just confirm all that for me, I'll be really thrilled. Now, who did I say? Did I say I was going to go to Zoe? Where am I? Chloe. Chris. Hang on. Have I read for you, Becca? For me, on his funeral. No, I'm coming to Rebecca now, aren't I? Am I? Yes, I'm coming to Rebecca now, I think. Where am I? Rebecca Harding. Yes. Oh, Rebecca, yes. I do want to be with this man. Oh, my God. He's so lovely. Rebecca, can you let me know you're still here? Hello, darling. I love this man. And can I just tell you, we're talking affectionate man, tactile man, not afraid. You're very welcome, Chloe. Add yourself to my page if you haven't. Share me amongst your friends. Thank you. This is a really tactile man, Rebecca. And do you know what? He's got such a softness about him. Hi, darling. He's got such a softness about him, but can scare the bejesus out of other people for some reason. If I can, Kylie, if I can, because I did do you a quick reading and I've got some people to get through here. Or I can come back another day. What I want to say about this man, Becca, is he's showing me his hands, and that's always a sign of I can do almost anything. And I do feel he's really good at making stuff, but I don't know what it is he's making, if you can understand that. I almost want to put it together, if you like. And he's so casual about it. I can do that for you, mate. That's all I want to say. Yeah, I can do that for you. Don't worry, I'll get it sorted. He's got a generosity about him. And I also feel he's making me goose. I also feel that he had a very good standing within the community. Now, when I say that, it's like everybody knows this man. Do you understand that? I don't know what his name is. What's his name? But people would go, oh, hello, are you all right? Wherever he was, people would just sort of warm to him. They would warm to him. Now, I need to say with this guy, he's taking me. Could he? I love him. I always try and ask when I'm doing readings how people passed, you know, because it's a very personal thing. And I want to say that this gentleman is giving me the full body experience, but I mean, I need to go, thanks Sammy, I need to go like to my lower abdominal. You can't see where I am here, but I'm all in the stomach and chest region with this man. And I almost feel like, oh, hi Hazel. I almost feel like this gentleman had a warning shot of he was going to be ill. Do you understand that? Beck. I tell you what, I could do the pint on his behalf, by the way. He makes me feel like he wants a pint. I don't know what he used to drink, but I definitely feel like, you know, just so casually, fun, sociable. Do you understand about I'm here, all in the centre of my body with this gentleman, Becca? I'm playing with a piece of paper on my desk waiting. Come on, Bex. He told us he wasn't well 3 years before. Okay. So am I in the right area here? Okay. So what happens is with this guy, he's like, he's got symptoms and signs coming in of he's not very well. But he's very much, I'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Nothing wrong with me. But in actual fact, oh my God, is that why I'm playing with this piece of paper on here? Because I've got a piece of paper and I'm compelled, I'm sticking it to the table and picking it off, sticking it and picking it. And that's not something that I would do. What was wrong with his digestion then? Because he's taking me there to his stomach and heart area. And I feel it's more digestion. So did he, I don't know, did he just like drop a shitload of weight and stop eating entirely? Is that what, because I always, as I said, I like to ask about passing, and this is where he's taking me, because he's not the man he was when he passed. I also want to say, if you want me to be blatantly honest, in a lot of senses, darling, he couldn't wait to go, because he's not the man that he was. Do you understand that? I'm twitching all over here waiting for Rebecca to answer me. They struggle to feed him. Okay, that's where I am. Crazy enough, I'm not in a shed. I don't think I'm in a shed. I'm in a place of work, man. And I like nuts and I like bolts and I like screws and I like hammers and all of these things. And these are the time is that when he was happy, at his happiest, if you like. I want to say that this creeping, because it came creeping for him, it wasn't just the Alzheimer's that was the problem. He's indicating there is more to it than that, but he's rounding it up into that. And I tell you what, oh baby, are you crying? I'm so sorry. He brings this level of softness along with pride that he didn't want everybody to see him like that, because this man prided himself on being head of the family, bringing the money in, sorting everything out for everybody. He used to cut steel. Oh my God, no wonder he likes all them nuts and bolts and everything. And that made it quite difficult for him. What have you, why is he showing me horses? I've got horses here. For some reason, whether they were by him, whether you have them, whether he liked them, but I got horses. Unless he was in you had a horse-drawn carriage or something. Although that usually comes through as a different feeling for me. But I've just got horses. Do you understand that, Becca? Sometimes tears are so good, you know, because it sort of empties out our, oh, you're so welcome. Whoever... You're so welcome, Chris. Thank you, darling. You don't understand the horses. Right. Well, they're horses. It's almost like they're just round me. The horses are just round me. If they're not for him and they're not for you, I'm not quite sure what the connection is. They weren't by where he lived or anything like that. He loved going over the fens when they're... That will do. That will do for me. Because he's bringing that... It's not a one horse. It's horses that he's bringing. So that's got to be a very happy memory for him that he's bringing. Now, listen. Here's another person that he's not bringing me flowers. I almost feel like I've got some kind of mini tree or something for this guy. So I'll figure out that's important attached to this guy. So I don't know whether you've planted a tree in his honour, if it's in the garden, if he loved his garden, but he's bringing me a particular tree. So if you can try and work out what that is. Thanks, Rashid. If you can try and work out what that is. His name's John. Okay. It's almost like I should know that name, John Harding. It's like got a bell ring to it, but I don't know what it is. So if you can find out about that tree, Becca, whether he is either ashes by a tree buried for him in his honour, but it's a tree. I don't know what else that means. Could be, babe. Is a willow relevant to this guy? John Lamb. Who's John Lamb? If you can understand the tree, though, whatever the willow attached to it is. Can I ask? Did somebody or has somebody had a baby, or is there a baby coming around this guy? Do you understand that? We dug a tree up, he planted... Oh, that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. Nice piece of evidence. I'm really pleased with that. Do you understand a baby round this man? Whether somebody's going to have a baby, it's got to be somebody close to him. Whether it's going to be a grandchild or something like that. Dug up his tree. They see it all. Not that I'm sure. Not that I'm sure. All right. Well, just hang on to that then, the baby message, and see if someone is going to. And get back to me if they do. That's all I can say. Right. I'm leaving and loving Rebecca Harding. And let me just have another dip in here. Where's that? Just hold on. I'll have no voice left by the end of the day. Sammy. Are you still with me, Sammy? I love this lady. I love that. You've sent me a lady here. No one's come as pregnant yet. Yet is the word. You're very welcome. All I ask is if you've liked my page, like it and send me round your friends and see if they can like my page too. That is payment enough for me. Thank you. Sammy, I don't know if you're still with me or not, but you've sent me this marvellous lady here. And I just want to sing for this woman. She makes me want to sing a lot. And also, the most frustrating part, the most frustrating part about this woman wanting to sing is she's making me feel like I can sing but I can't speak. If you understand that, this must have been almost towards the end of her life. And I want to say she's matriarch, but there are times where she just wants to go, do you know what? Just somebody else take over. I can't be arsed. Literally, I've just done so much in my life. I've done so much work in my life. Hello, Jan. I've worked my fingers to the bone. I can't be arsed now. So somebody else take the reins. That's how she makes me feel. What I do want to do is I want to zoom on either on a sewing machine or I want to stitch. Do you understand that, Sammy, for this lady? Because unless she's just saying I'm very handy, she might want to just clonk you. Give you a clop up the side of the head. But she makes me feel like she's very good with her hands, sewing, knitting, I don't think crocheting, but she's very good at adapting and making things fit, if you understand. She probably did that throughout her whole life, you know, made things fit. She's a stubborn lady. That's the bit where she goes, oh, somebody else take over, then I don't care. I love it. I love that. Now, I can see that she's on her mobility scooter here, but I just want to say to you, she brings me problems with her legs way before the mobility scooter. And I just feel like I've got a shitload of pain going on, knees and downwards. And there's something very wrong with them. It's all... She didn't have an operation on, does she? Like vein kind of stuff going on with the back of her legs. Because she's making me feel there's a problem there that hampered her a lot pre-scooter, if you understand that. And the other thing is as well, is this your mum or is this like a grand auntie type of person to you? She works in a bakery, no wonder her bloody legs ached. No wonder her legs ached. She'd never had time to sit down in a bakery, I can tell you. This is a lady that seems to be full of snippets of information that people want. But I also get the feeling that she would say, oh, for God's sake, just leave me alone. Do you know what I mean? Just leave me alone. I just need 10 minutes to myself. And that's how she comes over. You see now she works in a bakery. She couldn't walk at all. Auntie, cool. She couldn't walk, but that was she could walk originally, but had these problems. See, now you're bringing me her stubbornness. I feel like she had problems with her legs, but wouldn't put her hands up to it, if you like. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I've got pains in my legs, bugger it. I'm still not gonna give up. Is how she makes me feel. Do you understand that? Do you understand? If I said to you, crazy, if I said to you sausage rolls, Sammy, do you understand the connection? Do you understand the connection, sausage rolls and you and your auntie at all? Because I can taste them. Thanks, Jan. Got good lighting. I'm sitting in front of the window. So this sausage roll connection that she's bringing to me for some reason. It's not just the bakery, by the way, because it's not that. It's literally, I can taste the sausage rolls. What I do want to say also with this lady, darling, is I feel that when I say she hung on to the very last moment. Do you understand that statement coming from her? It's almost like she was waiting for someone. Do you understand that? cakes. I bloody love cakes. Can't eat them though because of the gluten. Girl over the road's just made me some gluten-free cakes, which I'm going to scoff as soon as I've finished here because I haven't eaten yet. And cake's great for breakfast, isn't it? So do you understand, Sammy, this lady hanging on till the very, very last minute? Because she makes me feel like she was waiting for someone. Do you understand that? Because that's quite important for me to get that out. I'm just trying to have a quick multitask, ladies, while I'm just waiting for Sammy on that. Okay. I do want to say what was marvellous about her, you know. She almost makes me feel that when she was, before she was ill, people used to almost say she was like a hypochondriac, but wasn't. You know, there was so much going on with this lady, so many different illnesses coming in. She was like a walking medical book is how she's making me feel. But I also need to say she makes me feel that she lived every moment to the best that she could, and that's really important because it's almost like other people thought that she wasn't getting enough out of life but actually she was. Do you understand that? Oh, I like this lady. Okay. Now, I do believe that this is the woman that would have said to everybody, there's only one thing stopping you and that's yourself. And I will go with that with her because she went through a lot of stuff. So you've got to know that everything that you want, oh God, don't freeze on me, Sammy. Everything that you want, you can have, but you've just got to go and get it. And that's how this lady would have lived. You've got to go and get what you want. So I'm going to leave that with you, Sammy. You'll be able to play this back and hear the end of the message anyway. And thank you very much for waiting for me while I'm doing these readings. So let me just jump on now to Jenny Butler. Is Jenny Butler still with me? Because I've got a straight talking lady just waiting. I'm going to do Jenny Butler, then I'm doing Zoe Doyle, and then I can have some breakfast. So, Jenny Butler, are you with me, darling? I love this lady I've got here, this straight talking lady. She also makes me feel like I want to smoke. I don't know whether I used to smoke, you know. And I gave it up when I was really ill, so I missed all the withdrawal, thank God. I've got a feeling that Jenny's gone, you know. Let me just jump on to Zoe. Are you still with me, Zoe? Oh, Jenny there. Oh, Jenny there. Let me just jump back onto your photograph. Right, hang on. Right, this lady I've got here. Did she smoke, Jenny? Because she's making me feel like I want a fag. Fag and a cup of tea, please. And do you know what? It was just her moment. Just her moment of like peace that she could get. God, do you know, she brings to me a sense of solitary is how she makes me feel. Not so much as a loner, but she liked a bit of solitude, if you understand that. And I'd be much happier, literally, just looking in somebody's garden, my garden, out the window, on a doorstep, having a fag and a cup of tea and a bit of silence is how she would have liked. Do you understand that? I also want to say as well, I feel like I should have a lot of children around me. Now, I don't know if these lift bags. I don't know if she actually had a lot of children or whether these are grandchildren she's referring to. But I feel like there's a lot of children around me. Do you understand that, Jen? I tell you what else I want as well. I want a sausage sandwich, if you understand that, with this lady. Sausage sandwich, fag and a cup of tea would have gone down an absolute storm. Is how she's bringing it to me. And can I ask, by the way, did her partner husband pass before her? Because I'm saying partner husband, you know, because I don't know whether this lady had a relationship and that ended and then she had another relationship. Or whether she was in a relationship that had gone a bit dormant and then, you know, but they stayed together, if you understand that. Did that person pass before her? Because she's bringing me this sense of, oh, well, I've just got to get on with it. And I think that's how she was in life all the way through, to be fair with you. And she just got on with it, if you understand that. Do you understand everything I'm saying there? I tell you something, I also feel like she cooked for a lot of people. Because I can see so many dinners. I don't know whether she's just like plating them up. Is that no to her partner passing before her? Okay. Can I ask then, in their relationship, as relationships do, did they stay together but they were kind of separate people? Do you understand what I'm saying there? Look at me waiting for the answer. Because she feels like she does everything like, you know, she's so super self-sufficient, even though he's still alive. She feels like she's so super self-sufficient that she would... Yeah, I know he's still alive, but was she like the super self-sufficient woman in the relationship? Did she kind of do everything? Because she's making me feel singular in that sense. Yeah. But was she the... the joys of live feed. Was she super self-efficient? Did she do everything, Jenny? For everyone? Is where I'm trying to get to. Because this woman's like a machine. Do you know what I mean? I get up, I do this, and she's got like time scales of doing everything that she's supposed to be doing. And these dinners that she's plating up, she's shown me these dinners she's plating up. So can you understand all of that? Oh, my phone slipped then. There you go. That's my super self-sufficiency. Okay, long time coming, but we got there. Right. Do you know what? She would literally be saying to you, just make sure you run your own life. Just make sure you do everything for yourself, because then you haven't got to answer to anybody. She very much likes that. She likes to be in control. And some of that has luckily, I say luckily, rubbed off on you. Because she likes you to have your streak of independence, even though you might be in a relationship or whatever, but to be able to make your own decisions when you want to. Do you understand that statement? Because she's making me feel that there might have been a time when perhaps you couldn't make your own decisions. Do you understand all of that I've just said for you, darling? And then I'm just looking down at my computer while you're telling me that. I tell you what, the sunshine coming through the windows is like one of the best filters on my face I've ever seen. And then I need to go to Jessica Hill, if Jessica is still with us, please. And this lovely, lovely, gorgeous, gorgeous man that I'm looking at. Is Jessica still with me? Showing me grey up there, innit? Look at me roots. Back to my roots. Jessica, if you're still there, give me a shout, babe. Because I tell you, I feel like I've got a very big bag of chocolate buttons for you. It's chocolate sweets. And I'm quite confident they're in a pocket somewhere. I'm so glad. But she would help anybody, Jen. That's the point. I am though. Zoe. Zoe, did I leave you out, babe? Naughty Auntie Helena, hang on. I must have clicked on your photos. Have you sent me a photo, Zoe? Yes, you have. There it is. Is this your mum, by the way, Zoe, or is this your nan? She's gorgeous. And there she is. Now, that lovely photograph you've sent me, Zoe, of this woman hugging the two children, and that big grin. She's so genuine. It's unbelievable. Can I say, by the way, that she's immediately reminding me that she had some hardship, auntie. She had some hardship, hi Trace, in her past, and this is an emotional hardship for her. So I don't know whether... I don't want to say I don't know whether she went through a breakup of a relationship or something, but she's bringing me heartfelt emotional pain for her. But I want to also say this is the woman that would run round for everyone if you asked her to. She's bringing me amazing organisational skills with that. And I also feel that the way she looked, she made it look easy. And this is what I love about her. It's almost like she hadn't got the major confidence that people think she had, but she made it look so easy when she put herself together. Very much a joker when she was in safe company. And it's important for me to say safe because although she feels like she's an outgoing person with everybody she knows, she feels very introvert, if you like, if she's in a situation that she doesn't know. Do you understand all of that? Babe, she's taking me round here. I almost feel like I'm like on the left side here. Something wrong with me. Do you understand that, Zoe? For this lady. Let me scoop my page. Oh yeah, there's the yes. Okay. Is that yes to the left side here for this lady? Thanks, Chase. I've just said it's the sun coming through the window. It's like filtering me. I want to say with this lady that I feel that there was... it's almost like she knew there was something wrong and didn't do anything. She didn't do anything about it, or she didn't say anything about it. It's not even fear. It's just like, I'll sort it out later. It's almost like she puts herself last. Do you understand that, Zoe? With your auntie. Okay, am I in the right region here? Because I feel like I'm up here with this lady. I'm in the chest area. I don't want to touch my bosoms, but I'm in the chest area. Do you understand that? Are we in the chest area, Zoe? That's where she makes me feel. Okay, fantastic. So I'm up here, and as I said, it's almost like I know there's something wrong, but I'm not going to deal with it, or I'm going to put it on the back burner, because it's almost like she doesn't want to know, darling. I don't know whether you've got something in the family, hereditary, whatever, or whether this lady was out there on her own. But it's almost like she knew that she wasn't well and didn't do anything about it. Unfortunately, I feel that when she did get round to it, it was under duress that she went to get this sorted out. And I do feel we're all too late. Do you understand that? Would you understand going to Wolverhampton at all, Zoe? Being in the Wolverhampton area at all? If you can let me know about that. Oh, good, good, good. Right. Has this lady, has she got a daughter? Because she's bringing me a daughter figure in. So I don't know whether she had a daughter of her own or whether she borrowed a daughter, which would be like a niece that she treated like a daughter. Do you understand that sentence? Because that's quite important. She's bringing me a very close relationship with either a daughter or a niece that would purport to be a daughter, or someone that acted like her daughter. That's quite important that she's bringing that, not Wolverhampton. It's quite important that she's bringing this daughter figure in, if you understand that. Because that must have been somebody that stayed with her right till the end. Do you understand? Yes, I do. Zoe, the daughter. She'd just pretend I was hers. And I said, oh, that's really sweet, and what a beautiful piece of evidence for that. I'm glad you've told me that. Oh, right, okay. Would you understand August if I gave you August for this lady? Because she's bringing me the months and it's an A. The only other A is an April, but I sort of feel it's August, April, if you can understand, not with her in the end. Do you understand the April or the August date that this lady's bringing me, sweetheart? Just before I, too long, because I've got one more reading to do. April, August? Oh, okay. Mega piece of evidence if she passed in April. And a mum's birthday. Can I just say that she makes me feel, and this is quite important, that she organised a whole list of stuff before she passed, because she knew what was coming. I'm not saying it's all about her funeral or something, but it's almost a list of to-dos for other people to do, so that there was no loose ends left. Do you understand that? Because she does come over as, I think a lot of people would have thought she was ditzy sometimes, but she's actually very well organised, and I think that's what she's bringing to me. Do you understand that, my darling? And then I've got one more that I was just going to read before, so... and I don't know who it was. Her mum's birthday in April. Do you understand the tying up of loose ends, darling? I'm sure I've read everybody, which is like a miracle. Not prepared for her passing. Not organised. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. I have been doing it for hours now. So I'll take the not organised. Have you sent me a photo, Andrew? I'll take the not prepared and not organised then, as what she was trying to say, rather than she was prepared and she was organised. Right. I'm going to love and leave Zoe and Lucy because I think they've come as a pair. And Andrew, have you sent me a photograph? Girls, if you would like to like my page and send my page around to your friends so they can like my page, I will be very, very happy. Thank you. Andrew, have you sent me a photo, hon? And if you have, is it your friend from Ibiza? I can't see your photograph. Where? Oh, hang on. Let's have a look here. Is it? You're very welcome, Lucy, darling. You're very welcome. Justin, Greg, Lynn, Connie. Okay, I'm a bit stumped. You're very welcome, darling. Andrew, where's your photograph, man? Because let me refresh my page. You're very welcome, girls. I love it. Mom. Hang on, I've got 2 new messages here. It might be there. Have I read for your mum before, Andrew, when we did that show? Because I tell you what, whoever's with me is waving a rolling pin around for a minute. I hope she's not going to hit me on the head with it. Messenger. Hang on, it's just opening. It's gone as slow as a slow thing. Bear with me, Andrew. Do you know it's not there? Or as they say in Scotland, it's no there, Andrew. It's no there. For real? John Kim. Oh, hang on, let me move it up. Sally, babe, I haven't got your photo. I haven't got your photo, Andrew. Can you whack it me over now? It's not further down. No. I haven't got it. Are you saying it was your friend from Ibiza? Your naughty friend from Ibiza? That you were wanting? Because I haven't got you in my messages. And I haven't got you in my psychic clairvoyant messages. So I don't know where you are. Hi, Paul Riching. I don't know where you are, Andrew. Can you find me a photograph over again? Because I've gone through all my messages and I can't find it. It's not on my page, is it? Did you send it to my page? Let me have a look. It must be dead boring when you're watching and I just go quiet and I'm just holding my teeth while I'm trying to look through my messages. I'm so sorry. And I'm just refreshing my page here to see if it's there, and then we'll know. No. No, that was the reading you did before. Send now. Oh, okay. Send it now then. And I'll just swig the last of my squash. Let me know when it's sent. It's so boring for people watching me just go quiet while I'm just waiting for something to arrive. The whole point of the live feed, for those that have joined me, that didn't know before, I've been on for yonks. I dread to think how long I've been on here, seriously. Was to say that I am going to be doing video link reading, private one-to-ones video link, from Friday the 22nd. But on Saturday the 23rd, at 1:30, I've booked it for, I am going to be live on here again. So you need to send your photographs of your passed over loved ones that you would like a message from or validation from, for me to have them lined up, so there won't be this disjointedness that we've got now. Because I did this impromptu, I wasn't going to even do any readings, but Joe Grace sent my arm goosey, so I was off. Let me see if it's there. Andrew, man, you're just not destined. I haven't got any photograph from you at all. I don't know where you are with your photo. I'll tell you what to do, Andrew. Can you be available on Saturday the 23rd at 1:30? Send me the photograph through and I'll read you. I'm going to write you down. Andrew Postans. And I will read you first on Saturday the 23rd. Would that be all right with you? Because your photograph's just not coming. Is that okay? Sent to Helena Stone page. Sent to Helena Stone page. Hang on then. Un momento, por favore. That's probably all I know, really, in that language. One sec. Nearly there. Nearly there. Oh man, Justine's left me a review. I love her. I love her. Hang on, I'm just scrolling. Just scrolling, babe. I wonder if it's going to come up down there. Lisa Wilkes. Mate. I'm for real, Andrew. I haven't got your bloody photograph here. What's going on? Okay, it's not coming up on my page. Hi, Kend. It's not coming on my page, and it's not coming up in my messages, and it's not coming up in my bell, you know, that tells you what's happening. So can I ask you then, and Saturday the 23rd, 1:30, whack your photograph on and I will read you first. Is that okay? Can you just give me a big affirmative on that, please, buddy? And then I'll be able to go and have some breakfast. Perfect. Right, so people, I'm going to love and leave you. I must have been on for bloody hours. I've lost count. I think I came on about 1:30 or something crazy. So thank you all for joining me. It's so kind. Tell your friends and yourselves. Be here Saturday the 23rd, 1:30 lunchtime, and we'll do it all again. Thank you so much for staying with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Impromptu, but a pleasure. And as I always say to everybody before I go, please be nice to each other. It costs nothing to be nice. Stay safe, everybody. Bye now.